Hello everyone, I am Yogesh and in today's lecture I will teach you SQL Server. Now see the content of our course. In this whole course we will be covering complex queries, XML data type and hierarchy concept in SQL Server. After that I haven't decided yet what I will be giving lectures on, but later I will tell you. In today's lecture we will be covering complex queries, and in this we will be covering two topics, that is output clause and second is different library defined functions. After this lecture you will find that you don't have to write a complex code of 100 and 200 lines. You can have the same output generated with a single line of query. And now start with our output clause. Before starting, first of all, about the database which I am using is, this database is Northwind. You can download it from Microsoft official site and you can download it from Cloudplex also. This is sample database provided by Microsoft. On this you can perform same set of operation which I will be performing, and you don't have to write down the queries in between the lecture by pausing it again and again. You can just download it from my website, that is textfire.in, and even you can download it from the place where you are accessing this video. I will add the queries on that place also. Okay, now start with our output clause first. Before introducing the output clause to you, first I would like to introduce a situation like you have to update a set of record and you have to get back some data after updating it. For an example, this is my product table and I have to increment their unit price by 1, and what I have to get back is I have to get back order product ID, product name, and and the old price and the latest price, which is the price after updation. So generally if we follow the global standard, what we do is we use inserted and deleted temporary tables. Okay, and in this what we do is before updation we copy the records from the original table to the deleted table which are to be updated. Like I have specified, select product ID, product name and product price into the deleted table from the products where category ID is equal to 2. Now after this we can check the output. Start from and you can see you have all the data which we require after the updation. And after then what we do is we update the unit price. Oops. And after then we insert the updated data into an inserted table. Now where product ID is equal to sorry, and what we do is, let me use my keyboard. Okay, now we will be doing fine. Okay, now what I have did is I have first inserted the records into a deleted temporary table, which the records which I have to be which I will be updating. Later on I have updated the record. Now in product table I have an updated price, and now after then I have just copied the records from product table which are having updated price into an inserted table, and after then I can have a join between deleted and inserted table on the product ID. And now here is my dataset which I require, that is product ID, product name, old price and new price. Okay, now this was the 5-step approach. After then I have to delete these two temporary tables, and this was a 5-step approach, and you can do this with a single line of query. Now let's revert the product price first before doing any operation. Okay, further on. Now in SQL Server 2008 they have given an output clause which do the same. It automatically maintain inserted and deleted temporary table, from where you can have your data back. Like what I did is I have specified that I have to update the unit price into product table by 1, and in output what I want is I want product ID from inserted table. You can have it from any table because both of the table are having same product price and product ID and product name, and I got product name from inserted table, and I got unit price from deleted table as old price, and I got unit price from inserted table as a new price. Now this query will give me the same output which I was getting from the above 5-step instruction. Now again reverting the unit price back to the original one. Okay, now this was the output clause. This is very important because most of the time we get back data, updated data from the server after updation. Okay, now coming to the complex query. In this I will be discussing lots of library defined functions, and which will help you a lot. You will thank me after this lecture, I am sure of it. Okay, now first of all I will be doing paging. Before starting paging, I will introduce you with a function that is row number, which is very important in when I am working on paging also, and it is very common function. Like if you have to display the product list or any list like student list, if you are talking about college or school database, and you have to give a serial number to each student, then you can generate this by a row number function. This function is very easy. First you have to specify the function, then you have to specify the rules that over which you want to apply the row number. Basically most of the time we use product ID, means we use the primary key. What we did is I specified that I want a row number over the rule which is order by product ID. It will give row number to each product in ascending order to the product ID. Okay, now see the output. Okay, and I am using mouse and it is disturbing me. Okay, now we can have the output. Now sometimes I have seen that developers say that they can use the product their identity column as an serial number, and this is not the good case, because if I delete the product at having product ID 3, then there will be a missing identity. So you cannot do same with the identity field. And even you can have, like, you don't want to delete but you have an deleted bit column and you are using that, then also you are not having the same. Okay, now doing some more operation on this row number function. Now now like if I want to select the records having odd serial number, then what I did is I just make this above I make the above query as an table. I have selected it as a table and given it an alias, that is t1, and what I did is I said where t1 dot serial number mod 2 is equal to 1, and I have selected all the records, and here what my output is, I got the serial number. And again the case, I cannot use product ID, that you have to remember. And same for the even, when I am selecting the even records, what I did is where serial number mod 2 is equal to 0. Now the concept of pagings, let me minimize the result column. Okay, now before starting the paging, let's discuss what is the logic behind paging. First, we are always aware of this, that whenever we are doing paging, there are two things which are basically required. First, the page size, and second, the page number which we want to get. After then, we calculate the start record number and end record number. Now how that is calculated? Basically, take an example, like there is a page size of 5, and I have to select second page number. Then on the second page number, the serial number of record will be from 6 to 10. Now how that is calculated? This is calculated by a formula, that is start record equal to page number into page size minus page size plus 1. Now what we are having here is, I have page number 2 and size is 5. 2 into 5 is 10, and minus 5, because I have to minus the page size, I get 5 and plus 1. This will give me 6 in the start record. And when I am calculating the end serial number, then it is just simply the page number into page size, that is 5 into 2 equal to 10. Now what I did is I use the above query same and alias it as a t1, and what I am doing is I am selecting where the serial number is between start record and end record. Now I got my output from 6 to 10. What if I change the page size? Then also it is same. Oops, it haven't performed the output. Okay, I haven't selected the query. Okay, and what if I change the page number? Then also I get my output. Now here I have seen programming making big cursors and applying logic on the client side, and they are pulling all data from the server and then just filtering it out on the client side, and this is overload to the server also. So same thing you can perform with an simple query, and this is all about the paging. Okay, now coming to second, producing serial number with respect to the category. Now this is very commonly used when we are doing reporting, but in the reporting section we have different predefined functions made. And but what if I want to just display the list of product and their category, and I have to repeat this. Okay, I will just keep the current disturbing me again and again. Okay, now coming back to the our situation, like what if I have to display the categories and their product, and I have to repeat their serial number within that category. Like I give you an example, like in the drink section I have Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and I have to give them number 1, 2, and there is a juice that I give it 3. And now my second category comes, that is bakery, and I have bread, I have cakes and etc., and I will give them 1 for bread and 2 for cake, and so on. So what I have to do is I have to repeat the serial number within each category from 1. So let's see the data set on which I have to apply the operation. What I have is I have category and the product name and their unit price. Now here there is a little change. What I did is I have generated a row number over the rule, that is I have used that partition it by category. Whenever there is a new category, row number will repeat from 1, and I have to order it by product name, and you can use product ID, that doesn't matter. And now we can see the output. Now see, in the beverages section the serial number is has started from 1 and gone for so on, and when the new category arrived, that is condiments, my serial number started from 1 again, and it is going so on. And in confection also you can you see we have serial number started from 1. You can see how easy it is to generate this serial number. You don't have to generate it on the server side by applying the logic on row data bound event of a grid view or doing anything. You can just do it here. Okay, now giving ranking. Now this is very good and important part for the people who are in the reporting services or in business intelligence. Like I do work on Crystal Report and reporting services on my job, so I usually have to do this. Like at the end of year, your own company owner will be asking for the report that which product is sold. Like he want to get the ranking of the product according to their quantity sold, or even they are asking that which customer has done okay, sorry, got interrupted. Like your company owner want a report, and he want to give ranking according to some category to the customer, according to the he want to categorize upon the how much dollars business their customer has given to them to him or not, and he want a ranking according to the category and so on. And these are the very common reports. If you want to do it on C# and you have to apply logic, it will take time, and you have to write complex logic, and even have to check again and again whether it is giving a right output or not. Okay, let's see on what I will be applying operation. Like this is the product and the total quantity sold. Okay, now I have to apply the operation on this, and what I did is I am using a rank function here. This is the same as like an row number function, but here I don't have to use an identity column, because otherwise rank will be like same as like a row number. What I have to do is I have to give rank on the sum of quantity, which is this column, upon this, and I have selected. Now let's see the output. Okay, Now what you have is you have rank, and you can see two products are having same quantity sold and they are given same rank and so on. But there is a problem with this rank function. What the problem is, now you see here you have two product with same quantity and it has given same rank, that is okay. But what it did to the next product, it skipped the 11th rank. Now see, so on further on, now here two products are having same quantity sold and it has given 13th rank, and what it did to the next product, it has given 15th rank and skipped the 14th one. Now for this you can use dense rank function. I don't know why they have left this thing in rank function, but they have covered it in dense rank. What it do is it generate the ranking, but it doesn't skip when the same rank function same rank record arrived. Now here you can see you have two product with same quantity sold, that is 10, and they are given at same rank, that is 10, and to the next product it has given 11th rank, that is good. You can see the next product having same quantity and it has given 12th rank, and to the next product it has given 13th rank. So dense rank solve our problem. Now you don't have to write complex logic to give a ranking. Now see the example of the customer sales which I was telling you about. Here what I want is, I want company name, and like here what I did is I want I have okay, first of all let I show you the data set on which I have to do perform operation, then it will be more easy to understand. Now what I did is I have just specified a rule, that is if the person has done business greater than 1000, then $1000, then he is in top list, and if he has done business in between $500 to $1000, he is in mid list, and else he is in low list, and I have given a category to them. According to this, what I have to do is I have to give rank within each category. I have to generate rank within each category. Like I have to give ranking within each category. I want a list. Like I want to give category. I have to give rank from 1 to and so on in top list, and again I have to give a ranking within mid category from 1 to and so on, and in low list also. So for this function is same. Okay, one thing here, like you have, when you have to generate the ranking, you have to specify this whole category case in the output clause, like in the order by clause. And what I did is I have just generated the ranking on the basis of the business they have done and ordered it by descending. Second, I have partitioned it by the category. So let's hide the output first. I got confused. Okay, from here my queries, and I can see the output. Now in the top list I have ranking from 1 to and so on, and in mid list as rank I have again ranking start from 1 and so on. And this is very good thing. It is very similar like row number function, but the difference is you have to choose which column to select. In row number, mostly column selected is an identity, even when we are doing partitioning, and but in ranking we have to mostly use the aggregated columns. Now this query is big, I know, and seems complex to understand. What I have done is I have just simplified its logic. I have used CTE here. What I did is I have selected the customer company name and the amount, and I have given category and selected it as CTE with name customer rank. And what I did is I have done the partition on amount here, and partition by type and order by amount. It is same, but it looks nice as it just give a good look. I have the same output here. Okay, now coming to okay, now here's the part. Okay, got it. Now this part is very important. You have to analyze it uh, uh, with more concentration. Here what I did is I just want to show you an situation. This is my dataset on which I have to apply the operation. Here what I have is I have my customer company name and their order ID, the order they have placed, and so on. What I want is I want company name and the last order. What I can do is I can select the max order ID and I can get my result back. Now this is very easy by using max operation. But what if I want more data? I want that amount from the last, right, from the last order they have placed and from last ship. Let me show you first the first order table. It will clear you more. From orders. Now here what I want is I want order ID from this table, freight and ship name as output, and I want it for the last order, most recent order client has placed. So what I have seen mostly programmer doing is they are using subqueries, and what they are doing is selecting top one or maximum order ID from orders and order it by order ID descending. uh, because order ID is unique, so it will give the most recent order where the customer name is same, and again they have used one another subquery for the freight and for the ship name. Now you can see the output. Now this is very wrong approach. This is not at all optimized. Today I will show you the execution plan and how to study them and how to use them for developing optimized query. Now see this, I have designed two more queries giving same output to you. Let's have their execution plan also with them. For execution plan you just have to click hit on this one and you have to specify, you have to run the queries, and voila, here you have your execution plan. Now first, before analyzing the queries, let's see the execution plan of three queries. Now query first. Okay, just give me a second. I will just have all of them in my paint better so that you can see it better. Just give me a second. What I have is print screen and paste and same. Just give me a second, because otherwise you won't be able to see. I have just selected a portion of screen for recording purpose. Okay, what this whole I have to select, and I will arrange it according to the and same when just give me a second. Sorry, I haven't noticed this before, otherwise I would have pre-prepared it for you. Just give me a second, or I can do it more good. Undo and I will select the same. And just one more minute. Yeah, I got it. execution plan. Okay, these are serial order. In execution plan, what we have to check is all thing must be minimum. That is the basic case. Okay, now what I am getting is with the first query, I'm getting the let's see the estimated input output cost. It is 0.0031 and CPU cost this one. Number of execution is 9. Number of estimated number of execution is 9 and number of execution is also 9. And then see the operator cost, that is 21%, and so on. In the second query, what I am having is see the input output estimated cost, it is more below than this one. Second, estimated number of execution is 1 and number of execution is 1 also. And in the third query, I have same thing, but the number of estimated execution cost, number of execution is 830, and here also, and estimated operator cost is 8% in the second query and 79% in the third query. Now all the queries have same output, and see this estimated cost. Query 3 cost is 53%, second query cost 21% total in over, and first one is costing 26%. And first query vary with the size what you want, with the columns you are asking for. Now from the execution plan, after seeing the result of execution plan, we can say that first query is little heavy, second is very optimized, and third one is very heavy. But the thing is, all three have same purpose, but different criteria, selection criteria. In the first, we are using this selection, this subquery. In the second one, what I did is I have just selected the maximum order ID from orders and made it. I have just what I did is I have just made this subquery as an alias it as a T1 as individual table. What I did is I have selected the maximum order IDs from the order tables, where the customer ID is when I am talking about orders. And what I did is I was just selecting the customer ID and the required column which I want from the orders table, and then I am joining it on the with the customer table and getting my output. Same thing I am doing with the third query, but what I did is I have just replaced this maximum with top one and order it by order ID descending. Forget the first query. This query is not at all advised. When I am talking about second query, it is optimized and it gives output in good time. But the third query gives output much more faster than other two cases. So this query is only suggested when the customer is only talking about the speed, and he don't want to think about the memory usage and all. But then you can use third query. You can what you have to do is just replace the top one from this subquery, and you can have the output. So this is the proper optimized query. Okay. It could be possible that I am unable to make you understand this more, but this is very good situation. What you can do is, when you have to use this logic, you have to use subquery again and again for selecting the column. Then what you can do is you can use this approach and you can have your output. Okay, now coming to next one. Now these are the most common queries asked in interviews. Now, like first example, now you have to select the duplicate records. What I did is, here I have just added two more records having same region description, that is Eastern and Western. And one thing you have to notice is, when there is an identity column, it is very sure, we are very sure of that whatsoever if two description column having same value, but identity column will be different for both of them. And if they are different, then it is very much sure that one identity will be greater than other, or one identity will be smaller than other. So here what I have used same logic. What I did is I have selected the maximum region ID where the description from same table matches, and I have used that when the description of both the from both the queries matches, and what I want is I want and their region ID is less than the maximum ID, then I'm asking for giving that record, and with this you can have the duplicate one. And if you just convert it with greater than sign and you are saying minimum, then also you are having same output. The thing is you will get the maximum region ID in maximum identity. Now second commonly asked query is giving nth highest salary. This is very easy. Just analyze one thing, that when you are selecting the second highest salary, then it is very much sure that it will be having one salary above it, one salary maximum than it. And when we are selecting third highest, then there will be two salary having value above it. So this is the common logic. What I have to do is I have to select that record where the count of records above it is n minus 1. N is the position we want to get. Like I want second highest, I will do 2 minus 1. If I want a third highest, then I will be doing 3 minus 1. So what I am doing is, I want, when I am asking for third highest, I want that record having 2 records above it, count above it. So for this I am using amp database. You can create it by yourself. Just you have to do is you have to specify the employee name and its salary, and you can do the same operation. And here we have, this is the second highest for the second highest. And what if I want for third highest? I can just do 3 minus 1, that is 2, and here I have my output. Okay, controller. Getting back to the Northwind. Now this example is for introducing the case clause. Now what if I want my company names, my client company name, and I want the there is a situation that when there is country UK and USA, I just want a main office. I want in the country main office rather than having USA and UK. So what I did is I used the case clause. What I have done is I have said that when country is USA, then return main office. When the country is UK, then return main office, else return the country. And here's my output. I have main office on the place where there was country USA or UK. Mostly in the interviews they ask with city, like they want New York to be main office, and they want etc. So they will be asking about the replacing the cities with some case whatsoever they will be giving you in the interviews. Now coming to the next part, and this is the last query. I won't take more time. Here what I'm doing is what in interview mostly people ask to create a table from an existing table. What you have to do is you have to just specify like into clause that I want to select star from customer into this. What it will do is it will create a same temporary table. Here I have used temporary table. You can use actual name and have the actual tables, and then I can select. Here what I got is I got all the data also. So that's what I don't want. I want to copy the table from existing table, only the structure, not the data. For this what you have to do is you have to specify a rule which will never get satisfied. That is I ask for like selecting records in selecting the structure into customer table, temporary table, where one equal to 2, and this case never gets satisfied. So it will only copy the structure, no the data. Now here you can see, and I will drop the data. Okay, for reference you can have the query from my website, that is techsapphire.in, and you can ask any question on my email ID, that is yogesh.mehla@gmail.com. and if you have any question you can contact me by my email ID. On this website you can have this lecture and the query file, and also I will attach the query file where wherever I am uploading this lecture. And be happy, keep studying, have a good time.